Okay, welcome back. So we are here at our local Volvo dealership, which is Grand Touring Waterloo, and we are going to be talking about car seat safety.
Yes, this is a really important topic for us and near and dear to our hearts, and we think really important for parents, grandparents, caregivers, anybody to watch a segment like this because there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to car seats.
Absolutely. Anyone who's dealing with a car seat, installing it, we want to make sure that you know the proper ways to install, what you should be looking out for, and we want to give you all the tips and tricks you need to stay safe.
Car seat regulations and rules kind of change over time, so we want to make sure that we're really up to date with that. So for that reason, we have invited Constable Lauren Ball, who is a car seat technician, to talk to us today about car seat safety. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks for coming. So you're the expert here.
Okay.
So what would you say, could you run us through maybe a proper car seat install for a forward-facing car seat? What are some things we need to think about?
Okay, so for forward-facing car seat, you want to make sure your child, first of all, is big enough and old enough to be in a forward-facing car seat.
And that is like one of the first mistakes that people make, right? Putting their kids in a forward-facing seat too early.
Yeah. Some people think because, the law, the Highway Traffic Act states, you can turn your child forward-facing at age 1 or walking, that as soon as they turn 1, they look at it as a milestone. I'm going to flip my baby forward.
Yeah.
It's safer to keep them rear-facing now. Studies are showing over and above age 2, even up to age 4. So as long as you can keep your...
Melissa knows that her son's still
the thing is that they don't realize is that their spines aren't completely fused until 4.
Right.
So at 4, it's safe to do the flip.
Yes.
In other countries, they keep them rear-facing until 4 and have safer numbers than us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Other countries have different laws when it comes to how long you need to rear-face your child, and certainly we're seeing in the studies and in the collisions we see, the longer you are keeping your child rear-facing, the better. Right?
So although we want to reach those milestones, don't rush it. There's no point to do that. Really.
It's like we don't want to make anything car seat a milestone.
Exactly, and now we're saying you want to max out the level of your child in that seat for as long as possible. So keep them rear-facing until they're physically too big.
Height and weight.
Yeah, height and weight. You don't want their head, as soon as their head comes within an inch of that top of the back of the seat, you can then switch them forward-facing. But we're saying at least till age 2.
Okay. And then with regard to tethering in a forward seat, it has to be tethered to the back.
That's
correct.
correct.
Some old cars don't have something for a tether.
Or some seats may not actually match a vehicle, which we experience, right? Trying to tether the seat.
Yeah, that's right. So forward-facing, your vehicle or your car seat has to be tethered, 100%. If you're in an older vehicle that doesn't have that tether latch, then you're going to have to take your vehicle to the dealership and have a proper tether base installed.
See, I didn't know that you could actually do that.
I didn't either.
So you can do that for older vehicles, get them installed.
Yeah, it has to be through the dealership, though. You can't do it yourself.
And obviously going to a car seat tech is the first line of defense in the situation, but they can also look in the manuals. I think that people don't realize everything's in the manual.
Yeah, we get a lot of phone calls, and we try to deal with things on the phone first. And I really encourage people that I see myself, read the manual. I get a lot of people in that haven't read their manuals. You need to read the manual for the seat as well as for your vehicle. There's a lot of information in your vehicle owner's manual as to where a car seat can go in your vehicle and how to where the tether strap base might be located, where the UAS clips are located. So you need to read that manual.
Okay, and then let's talk about some common mistakes. Sure. So let's try to point out some of those because I'm sure they're being made by a lot of people. Yeah. So what do you most often see as like improper installation?
Most part for any type of seat, whether it's an infant seat, rear-facing or forward-facing, is just not getting it in tight enough. So it's definitely
you need some muscle behind that.
You need some muscle, and it's a bit of a technique as well. So you want to get right in there and put a good amount of weight on that seat in order to compress the seat into the vehicle seat, and then at the same time have that strap, whether it's the seat belt you're tightening or the UAS latch system, you want to pull it. It's a 2-person. A lot of people like to have a 2-person job, right? So you get one person pushing, leaning on the seat, or whether they're in the vehicle pushing on the seat, and the other person pulling.
Right.
But so it is a bit of a technique. I've done it a lot, so I'm better at it. Maybe I'm experienced at it, but anyone can do it, and it tells you how to do it in the owner's manual for the seat.
We're heading into the winter months. What are some things that parents should make sure they're not putting near the car seats with their kids?
You definitely don't want to put your child, no matter the age, whether it's an infant, toddler, or anything, in a snowsuit, in a car seat, infant seat, or anything like that. So Get your baby, if it's an infant, in your infant seat in the house, and put blankets over top to keep them warm. You don't want a snowsuit or a bulky coat. You also don't want a bunting bag or a similar style bag. You don't want anything in between the child and the seat itself.
Because what people aren't realizing is that that's creating space.
That's an important one. Yeah.
And then they're flying out, right?
Yeah.
Even if you think those straps are tight underneath the snow or on top of the snowsuit or bunting bag, that type of thing, as soon as you're in a collision, there's greater force than you could ever apply, and those things compress, and it makes the belt loose on the child, and that can lead to some serious
No winter
issues.
coats, no snowsuits.
That's
okay.
right.
And
no
then,
bunting bags
yeah.
or any
I
type
saw
of style bag like that.
A really good tip from a mom that she puts her kids, their jackets on backwards.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's a good one on top, like a
on
blanket,
top,
right?
and then take it off, put it back on when you're leaving the car.
And I like to say too, don't put anything on the seat or install anything on the seat that didn't come with the seat. The seat's
not meant
crash.
to be with it
That's
then.
right. The seat's crash tested that way. Don't add anything. Okay. So you want to just only use what comes with the seat.
This has been
Yes.
so amazing and such wonderful information. So we really appreciate this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again
Thanks for
for
having
being
me.
with us today. For more information, you can go to infantandtoddlersafety.ca, and we have 1-minute videos and quick tips that you'll find so valuable. So please take time to do that. Thank you again.
See you next time.